Chuck Norris is more than just a martial artist or an action star. He's a global icon, a symbol of resilience, and a beloved figure who has left an indelible mark on Hollywood and beyond. From humble beginnings in rural Oklahoma to achieving worldwide fame, Norris's journey is one of determination, grit, and undeniable talent. Whether it's his legendary martial arts career, his blockbuster movies, or his transition to television stardom with Walker, Texas Ranger, Norris's story is one of overcoming adversity and redefining what it means to be a hero. Today we're diving into the extraordinary life of Chuck Norris, exploring his rise to fame, personal challenges, and the legacy he continues to build. Chuck Norris, born Carlos Ray. Chuck Norris, on March 10, 1940, in Ryan, Oklahoma, experienced a childhood shaped by modest beginnings and significant challenges. His parents, Wilma and Ray D. Norris, struggled to make ends meet in a small rural community. Ray, a World War II Army veteran, held various jobs as a mechanic, bus driver, and truck driver, but his frequent and prolonged battles with alcoholism created instability at home. This tumultuous environment left a deep impression on Norris, who often felt embarrassed by his family's circumstances and withdrew into himself. As a young boy, Norris described his life as bleak, marked by feelings of insecurity and isolation. He lacked confidence in his abilities, struggled with athleticism, and performed averagely in school. Shyness became a defining characteristic, further reinforced by the challenges of living in a household marred by financial hardships and emotional turbulence. Despite these difficulties, Norris found solace in his mother Wilma's unwavering strength and faith, which later became a cornerstone of his personal philosophy. Norris's childhood environment, though difficult, would ultimately lay the groundwork for his resilience and determination. The challenges he faced growing up instilled in him an early understanding of perseverance and the importance of overcoming obstacles, values that would become central to his later successes in martial arts, acting, and philanthropy. These formative years shaped not just the man he would become, but also the message of strength and discipline he would later share with the world. In December 1958, at the age of 18, Norris married his high school classmate, Diane K. Holchek, who was 17 at the time. They met in 1956 while attending high school in Torrance, California. The couple welcomed their first child, Mike, in 1962. However, Norris had a daughter, Dina, born in 1963 from an extramarital affair, and later had a second son, Eric, with Diane in 1964. After 30 years of marriage, they separated in 1988 during the filming of Delta Force II and divorced in 1989. On November 28, 1998, Norris married former model Gina O'Kelly, 23 years his junior. O'Kelly had 2 children from a previous marriage and later gave birth to twins on August 30, 2001. Despite a challenging childhood and personal hurdles, Chuck Norris displayed remarkable determination and resilience, shaping himself into a legend. In 1958, at just 18 years old, he joined the United States Air Force as an air policeman. Stationed at Osan Air Base in South Korea, it was here that Norris earned the nickname Chuck and discovered Tang Soo Do, a traditional Korean martial art. This discovery ignited a passion that would ultimately lead him to attain black belts in multiple martial arts disciplines and develop his own martial art, Chun Kuk Do, a testament to his innovative spirit and dedication. Norris's journey in martial arts was not without its share of setbacks. In his early competitions, he faced defeats against celebrated fighters like Joe Louis and Alan Steen, as well as 3 consecutive losses to Tony Tulliner at the International Karate Championships. These initial struggles, however, only fueled his resolve. By 1967, Norris had transformed himself into a formidable competitor. His breakthrough came on June 3rd of that year, when he triumphed over Vic Moore at the Tournament of Karate. With 7 consecutive wins, he faced and defeated Skipper Mullins in the final bout to secure the tournament title. Later that month, on June 24th, Norris achieved another milestone when he was crowned champion at S. Henry Cho's All-American Karate Championship at Madison Square Garden. In this prestigious competition, he defeated martial arts icons Julio LaSalle and Joe Louis, further cementing his reputation as a rising star in the sport. In early 1968, Norris encountered his 10th and final career loss in a surprising upset to Luis Delgado. This defeat, however, became a pivotal moment. On November 24, 1968, he avenged the loss by decisively defeating Delgado to claim the title of professional middleweight karate champion, a title he would hold for an impressive 6 consecutive years. In 1969, Norris defended his world championship title at the International Karate Championship, further solidifying his dominance in the martial arts world. That same year, he earned the prestigious Triple Crown for the most tournament victories and was honored as Fighter of the Year by Black Belt magazine. The martial arts community and Norris's growing fan base celebrated his achievements with enthusiasm. Sports journalists of the era hailed him as a trailblazer and an inspiration to young martial artists. Magazines dedicated extensive profiles to his training regimen, discipline, and mental focus, presenting Norris as a model athlete. Fans were captivated by his journey from underdog to champion. Letters and fan mail poured in, praising his perseverance and calling him a role model for overcoming adversity. His victories were widely covered in newspapers and martial arts publications, bringing the sport greater visibility and respect. Media outlets referred to Norris as the face of competitive karate, a title he would carry with pride as he transitioned into the next phases of his multifaceted career. Norris made his acting debut in the 1969 Dean Martin film The Wrecking Crew. This marked the beginning of what would become a significant career in Hollywood. His breakthrough came in 1972, when he starred as Bruce Lee's nemesis in the critically acclaimed martial arts film Way of the Dragon. The film not only showcased Norris's martial arts expertise, but also demonstrated his ability to captivate audiences alongside a global icon like Bruce Lee. Way of the Dragon achieved remarkable success, becoming the highest-grossing movie of 1972 in Hong Kong. Its popularity extended far beyond Hong Kong, eventually earning an estimated $130 million worldwide. This global success not only solidified Bruce Lee's legendary status, but also propelled Norris into the spotlight, setting the stage for him to emerge as a major figure in action films throughout the 1970s and 1980s. The combination of his acting talent, martial arts skill, and the film's widespread acclaim played a pivotal role in Norris's rise to stardom. From this point onward, he established himself as a household name in the genre, building a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry. In 1975, Norris authored his first book, Winning Tournament Karate, which became a seminal work in martial arts literature. This book served as a comprehensive and practical guide designed to aid martial artists of all skill levels in mastering the art of competition. With its structured approach, the book delved into critical elements necessary for success in tournaments, including techniques for executing fast and precise attacks, methods for improving physical conditioning, and strategies for perfecting fighting forms. Furthermore, it provided detailed instructions on drills tailored to enhance reflexes and agility, alongside one-step sparring techniques to help practitioners build confidence and adaptability in real-time combat scenarios. By combining technical precision with actionable insights, Norris's work not only empowered martial artists to refine their skills, but also cemented his reputation as an influential figure in the martial arts community. Norris took on his first starring role in the 1977 action film Breaker, a project that marked the beginning of his transition from martial arts champion to Hollywood leading man. Unlike many martial artists who pursued roles in a flood of martial arts-centric films, Norris was selective, turning down multiple offers to focus on projects that emphasized storytelling and action scenes with emotional depth. Despite its modest budget, Breaker proved to be a commercial success, resonating with audiences who appreciated its raw energy and Norris's charismatic on-screen presence. In 1978, Norris starred in the thriller Good Guys Wear Black, a film he considers his first significant leading role. The production faced initial challenges as major studios were hesitant to distribute it. Undeterred, Norris and his producers implemented a bold strategy known as four-walling, renting theaters to showcase the film themselves. This innovative gamble paid off spectacularly. Produced on a modest $1 million budget, the film earned over $18 million at the box office, becoming a sleeper hit. Fans and critics alike noted Good Guys Wear Black for breaking away from the prevailing trends of kung fu imports from Hong Kong, which dominated the martial arts genre at the time. Following in the wake of Bruce Lee's iconic films and the subsequent wave of Bruceploitation movies, Norris's film offered something fresh, a distinctly American approach to martial arts cinema. With its focus on American settings, relatable characters, and themes intertwined with U.S. politics, the film stood out as a pioneer in blending martial arts action with Western storytelling. This success firmly established Norris as the first homegrown American martial arts star, a distinction that elevated his status in Hollywood and cemented his transition from supporting villain roles, such as his memorable appearance in Way of the Dragon alongside Bruce Lee, to a leading man in his own right. Riding this wave of success, Norris headlined the 1979 film A Force of One, where he played Matt Logan, a world karate champion enlisted to help police solve a series of crimes. The concept for the film emerged during the promotional tour for Good Guys Wear Black, and it proved even more successful than its predecessor, grossing $20 million at the box office. Norris's fan base continued to grow as audiences admired his ability to blend martial arts prowess with compelling performances. In 1981, Norris took on the action thriller An Eye for an Eye, directed by Steve Carver, co-starring legendary actors like Christopher Lee and Richard Roundtree. The ensemble cast, along with a gripping storyline, showcased Norris's ability to share the screen with seasoned performers while maintaining his commanding presence. A year later, Norris ventured into new territory with the action horror film Silent Rage, his first movie released by a major studio, Columbia Pictures. The film's hybrid genre allowed Norris to explore a darker, more intense narrative, demonstrating his versatility as an actor. Norris's momentum continued in 1983 with Lone Wolf McQuade, where he portrayed the fearless Texas Ranger J.J. McQuade. Distributed by Orion Pictures, the film achieved international success and was praised by critics, with Roger Ebert awarding it 3.5 stars. Ebert highlighted the character of McQuade as a potential classic, even suggesting the possibility of a film series. The film's gritty tone, likened to Sergio Leone's spaghetti westerns, resonated with global audiences and further solidified Norris's reputation as a multifaceted action star. This role later served as the inspiration for Norris's iconic television series, Walker, Texas Ranger, cementing his enduring legacy in both cinema and television. The success of these films not only endeared Norris to a growing fan base, but also garnered significant media attention. Publications praised his disciplined work ethic, martial arts expertise, and his commitment to creating action films that resonated with audiences on a deeper level. Fans admired his relatability, with many citing his journey from martial arts tournaments to Hollywood as a source of inspiration. This period marked the beginning of Chuck Norris's ascension as a cultural icon, blending martial arts mastery with a uniquely American brand of heroism. In 1984, Norris starred in Missing in Action, a film that marked a turning point in his career and firmly established him as a leading action star of the 1980s. The first installment in what would become a popular series, the movie tackled the unresolved issue of POWs and MIAs from the Vietnam War, a topic that resonated deeply with audiences, particularly in the United States. Produced by Menahem Golan and Yoram Globus under the Canon Films banner, the film introduced viewers to Colonel James Braddock, a U.S. military officer who escapes a brutal North Vietnamese POW camp after enduring 7 years of captivity. Braddock, fueled by a sense of duty and justice, embarks on a daring mission to confirm reports of American soldiers still held in Vietnam, ultimately becoming a symbol of heroism and resilience. What made Missing in Action stand out was not only its gripping action sequences, but also its emotional underpinnings. Norris brought a sense of gravitas to the role of Braddock, imbuing the character with determination and a personal connection to the film's themes. This connection was especially poignant as Norris dedicated the series to his younger brother, Whelan Norris, a private in the 101st Airborne Division who tragically lost his life in Vietnam in June 1970. This dedication struck a chord with many fans, particularly veterans and their families, who saw the film as a tribute to the sacrifices made by soldiers during the war. Critics and audiences responded strongly to Missing in Action. While some reviewers were divided on the film's portrayal of the Vietnam War, many praised Norris's performance and the film's commitment to shedding light on a sensitive and often overlooked issue. Fans flocked to theaters, drawn by the blend of intense action, patriotic themes, and Norris's growing star power. The film's success was a major milestone for Canon Films, as it became one of their most profitable releases, solidifying their position in Hollywood during the 1980s. Media outlets noted Norris's rise as a cultural icon, often comparing him to other action stars of the era such as Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. His ability to convey both physical dominance and emotional depth set him apart, and his dedication to the film's themes of honor and sacrifice further endeared him to fans. Veterans organizations praised the movie for highlighting the plight of POWs and MIAs, sparking conversations about the ongoing impact of the Vietnam War on American society. The film's popularity spawned a successful franchise with sequels, further exploring Braddock's missions and expanding on the character's legacy. Beyond the screen, Missing in Action cemented Chuck Norris's status as a symbol of American heroism, and his connection to the narrative made the film not just an action spectacle, but also a deeply personal project. As Norris continued to rise in prominence, the Missing in Action series became a cornerstone of his career, blending high-octane action with meaningful storytelling that resonated with audiences worldwide. While on patrol in defense of Firebase Ripcord, Norris's career was skyrocketing. The film was a massive success, solidifying his position as Canon Films' most prominent star of the 1980s. In 1989, Norris was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a testament to his impact on the industry. By 1990, his films had collectively grossed over $500 million worldwide, making him a global box office draw. In 1992, Norris starred in Sidekicks, one of his most successful films of the era. The movie follows a lonely boy living with his widowed father who escapes into vivid daydreams of being Norris's sidekick. Together in the boy's fantasies, they fight off villains often modeled after his real-life bullies. This heartfelt film resonated with audiences, showcasing a different side of Norris's on-screen persona. In 1993, Norris transitioned to television with the action series Walker, Texas Ranger. The show aired for 8 seasons on CBS and later continued in syndication on channels like the Hallmark Channel. Walker, Texas Ranger was a ratings powerhouse, consistently ranking among the top 30 programs from 1995 to 1999, even breaking into the top 20 during the 1995 to 1996 and 1997 to 1998 seasons, 1998 to 1999 seasons. On November 1st, 1998, Norris starred in and executive-produced Logan's War, Bound by Honor, an award-winning television film directed by Michael Priest. Norris also contributed to the film's story, premiering on CBS immediately after a newly scheduled episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. The film ranked as the 3rd most viewed television program that week. In 2000, Norris reunited with Priest as both star and executive producer for another successful television project, The President's Man, further cementing his reputation as a beloved action hero on both the big and small screens. In 2005, Chuck Norris founded the World Combat League, a full-contact, team-based martial arts competition. A portion of the proceeds from the league supports his Kickstart Kids program aimed at empowering youth through martial arts. Around the same time, Chuck Norris facts began circulating on the internet. Created by Ian Spector, these satirical and hyperbolic facts humorously celebrated Norris's toughness, attitude, and masculinity. The phenomenon quickly gained widespread popularity, embedding itself into modern pop culture. Norris embraced the attention, incorporating Chuck Norris facts into his public appearances. He appeared on major talk shows and toured to promote the phenomenon, even visiting troops in Iraq to boost morale. In 2008, he authored the political nonfiction book Black Belt Patriotism: How to Reawaken America, which reached number 14 on the New York Times bestseller list. That same year, Gameloft released the mobile game Chuck Norris, Bring on the Pain, inspired by his internet fame. In this side-scrolling beat-em-up, players controlled a fictionalized version of Norris. The game received positive reviews. Since 2010, Norris has been a nationally syndicated columnist for Creator Syndicate, writing on personal health and broader healthcare issues in America. In 2012, he co-starred in The Expendables 2, which was a box office hit, grossing over $310 million worldwide. Continuing his digital presence, in 2017, Flare Games released Nonstop Chuck Norris, an isometric action RPG for mobile devices, once again drawing on the humor and popularity of Chuck Norris facts. The game was well received by fans and critics. Despite his achievements and the outward appearance of a fulfilled life, Norris has reflected on his struggles with loneliness and his relationship with his father, who battled alcoholism. He has spoken about how we all learn to mask our emotions over time, a survival skill that can lead to exhaustion. Norris has often emphasized the importance of passion and purpose in life, stating that true depth comes from pursuing what we love. Reflecting on humanity, he has expressed a hope for a world where no one feels alone, reminding his audience that happiness and health our universal aspirations. Chuck Norris has proven time and again that resilience and determination can overcome even the greatest challenges. From his early days as a struggling martial artist to becoming a Hollywood legend, Norris's legacy is a testament to hard work, passion, and staying true to one's values. Whether through his philanthropic efforts, his unforgettable roles, or the humor and admiration sparked by the Chuck Norris Facts phenomenon, he has inspired millions around the world. As we celebrate his remarkable life and career, Chuck Norris remains a shining example of strength, perseverance, and the power of believing in yourself. If you enjoyed this journey through his extraordinary life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.